Ready to level up your leadership from the ground up? This is Lead from the Line. Here's your host, Coach Mac.
Coach Mac, Coach Mac, here is your host, Coach Mac, Coach Mac.
Yo, welcome back to a special edition episode of Lead from the Line podcast. I'm your host, Coach Mac. So we are between seasons. Season 1 is wrapped up. There are 12 episodes available on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. So if you've yet to go check those out, do it now. This will be a great time to catch up before we get into season 2. So what I wanted to do today, first and foremost, if you do not follow, smash the follow button if you are listening to this podcast. If you see a follow button, hit it. If you see a subscribe button, hit that. And also share it with somebody, share it with a coach, share it with a family member, a friend, somebody who could benefit. So today I just wanted to kind of dive in real quick and just do a special edition episode and kind of tell you a little bit more about me. I kind of talked about myself in the first episode, but just a little bit of kind of what shaped me to be who I am today, and why I coach and why I lead from the line. So question 1 is like, what life experiences have forced me to step up and lead when it'd been easier to stay quiet? And I think in this situation, I just feel in whatever situation I'm in, I want to lead, right? I want to make sure that nobody's being bullied. That's one thing I don't play about. That in youth sports, that kids are getting a fair shake. I think that's one of the hardest things nowadays when it comes to our youth is making sure that they're getting a fair shot. Right? I understand we're trying to develop them and raise them into being leaders, but at the end of the day, they're playing a game, and a game that I love and a game that I'm passionate about. And so if I can help the kids fall in love with the game that I love, but do it the right way and build them up, lift them up, teach them character, teach them all those things that they need in order to help them going forward, right? Like that's my goal. It's bigger than coaching when it comes to me, right? At the end of the day, I would rather a kid be like, we may not have won a lot of football games or we won every football game, but that guy right there helped mold me into who I am today. That guy gave me a foundation and a baseline. And so, when it talks about stay quiet or fall back, that's not something I will ever do, right? That's everyday life. If I see a situation that I do not like, I'm going to say something. You bet your bottom dollar I'm going to say something. I do mind my business a lot, but if I see situations of disrespect or if I were to see somebody doing something to a female or whatever it may be, or a kid, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to stand up on that, right? We only got one opportunity, one shot in this life. And so my goal and my job in life is just to make sure that any situation I'm in or people I'm around, that they're safe and that they're taken care of and that they know, hey, I can go talk to that guy. It's a safe space. He's going to listen to me. That's something that I pride myself on. Question number 2. So I'm just kind of looking over these questions. What am I leading for? This is a good one. Like, I feel like growing up, I didn't get the opportunity to play the youth sports. Like we had a little bit of it in the small town that I grew up in, but I feel like a lot of this now is I'm leading for what I didn't have growing up maybe. And so I feel like part of me wanting to lead and impact young men, luckily everybody I've had an opportunity to coach has, at least seems like they have a father figure in their life. From the people I coached T-ball all the way up to now, it seems like they all had a father figure. And so for me, I didn't have that in my life. And so it's important to me just to make sure that these kids are learning the game the right way. And so when it says kind of, am I teaching for, my younger self or my kids or a team? I think it's a little bit of all of that, right? Like I want my kids and I want the team I coach, I want them to all have fun and be successful. But a little bit of that again is I didn't get that hands-on treatment from a man growing up. Now, my high school coaches in college, they were absolutely fantastic, but I'm talking about growing up. I didn't have that person, hey, go to the gym, let's go work out. Hey, let's go do these football drills. And so if I can give back now and help kids again, get some experience and get some joy out of the game that I love so much, then that's a win. And so that's part of the reason why I coach today. Next thing, what mistakes or failures shaped me? Oh, man, this is hard, right? I always live and I always say that I don't regret anything. I was from a small town. I was a mama's boy. Luckily, I didn't make a lot of mistakes. Now I make mistakes. Let's not take that the wrong way, but growing up, like I didn't make any mistakes that like I could have gotten in trouble from or that nobody could get me out of, right? It was never those situations. Being from a small town, I always did what was right because if I didn't, it would get back to my mom quickly. But as far as failures, I feel like so far in my life, I haven't failed in a lot of things, if that makes sense. Now I'm not perfect. There are some areas that I want more. I turned 39 this year and I've have vowed to make 2026 the best year ever. I'm manifesting things. I'm believing for things. I'm claiming things. I want more, right? I don't want to just live. I want to thrive and I want to do those things. You know, I still want to coach a football team. I want to continue helping my boys grow and develop. I want to travel with my wife, like those kind of things. I'm like, it's time. You know, there's a song I listen to by Lathan Warlick, and it always says, you can tell them that I'm coming. And that's something I'm living by right now. I'm coming. I'm coming for every single thing they said I couldn't have. I know you've heard that expression before. You can't do this. You can't do that. Yes, I can. And watch me do it. Either you can stand with me, stand up close and watch the process, or you can just stand over there and watch. But it doesn't matter where you're standing. You can tell them that I'm coming because I'm coming. And that's, again, something that I stand on. And so not necessarily failures, but I think going forward now, it is time for me just to grasp and go after all those things that they said I couldn't and all those things that I want and I desire for my life. And so if you come across me in 2026, you're listening to this podcast, you watching my clips, you're going to see positivity. And it's not just this fake fabricated stuff. It's what I believe in. I believe that we can accomplish anything we choose to accomplish. We can have anything we choose to have. And I'm not talking about monetary values, simply saying, I want to be happy. I want a happy life. I want a happy wife. I want happy kids. Claim it, believe it, say it right now and stand on it. And I guess that belief comes from, I know that my God has called me and I know the things that he has for me. And it's simple as that. And so in 2026, I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm coming. Second to last question is, when things get hard, what keeps you choosing responsibility over excuses? And this is a good one. I think one of the big things too is I am just all about accountability, right? Again, we're going to mess up. We're going to do things. We're going to have bad days. We're going to say stuff at times that we might regret or something that's outside of our character. But at the end of the day, be accountable for those things, right? So I mess up, I'm taking that responsibility. You won't hear an excuse from me. You won't hear, man, no, I'm gonna shoot you straight, man. I messed up on that one. I didn't handle that situation right. That's all right. I'm gonna take that. But what you're gonna see then is, hey, going forward, you can count on me because I'm gonna do my best to try for it not to happen again, right? We all fall short. We all sometimes don't accomplish what we need to accomplish, but what you're gonna get from me is 100% authenticity. I can no longer hang around those people that are fake. I can no longer be one of those people. You see what I'm saying? And so just, you can know that, hey, that man right there is going to give me his all every single day. And that's what I do. I wake up, I try every day for my family to be the best version of myself that I can be. Do I fall short sometimes? Yes. Do I get tired sometimes? Yes. But at the end of the day, I will never stop trying to be the best version of myself. And so that's one of those things. I will always be responsible, right? We will have hard days. We will have tough times, but I'm going to be accountable. I'm going to crawl through that mud, and we're going to accomplish what we need to accomplish, right? I'm going to suffer before you suffer. Guaranteed that. So last thing, again, this is just something small. I just wanted to come on here again and kind of reiterate a little bit about who I am. Right, to kind of get to know Coach Mac before we jump into season 2. I'm excited about season 2. So kind of the last question, if someone were to follow my leadership style for a year, how would their life change? I just think that if you were to follow my leadership style, and what my leadership style is, I just said it, being accountable, first and foremost, teaching things the right way, building up leaders from the ground up, starting with the foundation, all the fundamentals, character. We're going to be trustworthy, integrity, all those different words, the character, the culture, the little things like that with a team. We build from here. Winning football games is way up here. Winning a sporting event is way up here. We're building a foundation here, and that's everything. And so I think if someone were to follow that leadership style, and this again isn't a knock on anybody else's style. I just think that if you do it that way, you will have so much more joy and so much more fun in those situations. When you put winning on the back burner and you do things the right way, fun fact, you're probably still going to win because your kids are going to believe in every single thing you're teaching. And then when your kids believe in you, they trust in you, you get more out of them. Trust me. That is the truth right there. And so that's my thing. Try it. Just try things the right way. Don't talk to your kids about winning football games. Talk to your kids about building themselves up, building them into being leaders, building them into being better students, better friends, better sons, being great in the classroom, in the hallway, at the grocery store, when they're at their friend's house, whatever it is, holding that door for somebody. You teach them those kind of things, then you get them on a football field and you teach them the fundamentals and the way how to play, and then you get them 100% brought in, their effort will be everything you need to. And again, you don't got to talk about winning games. It just happens. Trust and believe. So again, just wanted to pop on here, do a quick little special edition episode of Lead from the Line podcast. Season 2 is coming very, very soon. New episode will be out, not tomorrow, not this Monday, but the following Monday. So this is your opportunity to follow. Again, if you haven't lock in. We're bringing good things. We're trying to lead the right way. We're trying to help youth athletes grow, trying to help parents along the way, everything. You're going to get authenticity. You're going to get somebody who shoots it straight. I'll talk about anything that I have that comes up. If there's a failure, if there's something I didn't handle wrong, you're going to hear it. We're not going to candy coat it here. So again, thank you. Smash those follows, share with a friend. This is Lead from the Line. I'm your host, Coach Mac. Remember, lead loud and lead proud. See you on the next one. Thanks for joining us on Lead from the Line. If this episode helped you, share it with one person who needs to hear it today. Join the conversation on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll see you on the next one.
No flags on the play, keep your vision alive. Fatherhood and football, that's how we survive.